Hello, and welcome back to yet another roller coaster slash theme park video. And yup, that's right, today we're gonna continue the series where I'll be ranking the best theme parks in each country around the whole world. And today we made it all the way over to the UK, and they're home to some awesome theme parks. And this is where I've decided to collect 10 of the best theme parks in the country. And now before going into this top 10 list, please remember to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. And now let's start the list. And now coming in at spot number 10 we got M&D's theme park. And well, this theme park is also known as Scotland's theme park, so well, we know where this one is located, well, in Scotland of course. And to be honest, there were really a lot of contenders for the top 10 spot because many of these are just smaller scale amusement parks. But Scotland's theme park just took the top 10 spot from the other small amusement parks because this one got an awesome area with animals called Amazonia. This is where you can find a large collection of different kinds of animals. You got many smaller scale monkeys, we also got the spiders, many fish and so on. And after that, Scotland's theme park is still home to some decently sized attractions. We still have some awesome roller coasters to experience. And the best attraction in the park is by far Runaway Mine Train, and that is the smaller scale mine train roller coaster for the kids and families. And after that, Scotland's theme park mainly consists of a large amount of carnival rides. You could call them amusement rides, but they look like carnival rides in my opinion. Now coming in at spot number 9 we got Fantasy Island. And Fantasy Island really has an awesome location just by the seaside. And many of these smaller scale amusement parks around the world that is located by the sea doesn't really offer that much, but this is where Fantasy Island can actually offer a smaller scale amusement park type of situation. And well, just like the previous park, Fantasy Island doesn't really have any theming because it's all over the place. But I still think Fantasy Island is home to an awesome mix of amusement park rides. There are really a lot of things to offer both for children, families and also adults. You have two major thrilling roller coasters with inversions, and this is where we got the sit down roller coaster, the Millennium, and also the suspended looping coaster called the Odyssey. And those two were the main attractions, and there are also many different flat rides, thrilling, and also the smaller scale ones for the kids. But then apart from the main roller coaster attractions, this place still feels like a carnival yet again. Now coming in at spot number 8 we got Paulton's Park. And Paulton's Park is overall just a smaller scale theme park, and this small park really does everything right. And well, the target group for Paulton's Park is mostly children and families, and you can also see that in terms of the attractions. You can't really expect to ride the biggest roller coasters or flat rides in this smaller scale theme park. But what I really like about Paulton's Park is that every flat ride and roller coaster really makes sense because this is quality over quantity. And the best attraction in this park by far is the spinning roller coaster called Storm Chaser. This one can really offer a decent amount of thrill even though it isn't really the biggest ride overall. And Paulton's Park is also filled with many great supporting family roller coasters. We got Velociraptor, you got Flight of the Petrosaur, I don't know how to pronounce it, and also Cobra. And by the entrance you also got many great smaller scale flat rides for the children, so you got a lot to do in this park. Now coming in at spot number 7 we got Legoland Windsor. And well, some of you people might think that this is a low placement for Legoland Park, but I think Legoland Windsor is one of the weakest Legoland parks out there, but it is still a great time. Legoland Windsor is overall just a great theme park for families because you got the shows and entertainment, and you also got a decent amount of attractions to ride. The only thing I need in this park to rank it higher is more attractions. We need more main attractions you can experience at the other Legoland parks. And speaking of new attractions, Legoland Windsor has just opened Minifigure Speedway, and that is an awesome roller coaster. And now we must not forget, even though I think this park needs more attractions, I still think these attractions are quality over quantity, just like Paulton's Park. And well, as we all know, this is a Legoland park, so you can expect many different Lego figures and a decent amount of theming. That's one of the best parts of this park. And now coming in at spot number 6 we got Flamingo Land. And Flamingo Land was surprisingly way bigger than I expected because Flamingo Land is overall a theme park resort where you have the zoo, you have the amusement park section and also accommodation. And now let's overall just say that the zoo at Flamingo Land is overall impressive because this one is quite big and you also got a large variety in terms of animals. They really have many different animals. You got the hippos, you got the tigers, you got the lions, you got the rhinos and so on. And now moving on to the amusement park section, Flamingo Land has just opened opened an awesome roller coaster, and this thrill coaster is called SIK, and this one is by far the best 10 inversion coaster model we've seen. And now, even though this amusement park section at Flamingo Land doesn't really feature any theming, you still have many great rides at this park. Flamingo Land is overall home to a great and thrilling selection of rides. You got many awesome flat rides that are tall and very thrilling, and you also got a decent amount of roller coasters. And well, you also got some family and kids rides, but I mainly think the amusement park section is for the adults and teenagers. Coming in at spot number 5, we got Chessington World of Adventures. Man, oh man, I really like Chessington. This theme park resort is located just outside of London. And now, if I must describe Chessington in one sentence, I would say that this park is a glorified family theme park. And Chessington is overall just home to a great selection of attractions for families and kids. And they have almost just opened the World of Jumanji area, where we got Mandrill Mayhem, a very weird looking wing coaster for families. Chessington really offers a great selection of family thrill rides, and you must not forget Dragon's Fury, that is an awesome spinning coaster. And well, I must not forget Tiger Rock, the awesome looking log flume, and also their drop tower called Croc Drop. That look is just iconic. And what I really like overall about Chessington is that the theme park resort is just overall well themed. And yes, Chessington also offers an awesome zoo where we got every animal you can imagine. And now on top of that, they also got a decently sized sea life area. Now coming in at spot number 4, we got Drayton Manor. And well, many people may argue which theme park is best, Chessington or Drayton Manor, and that is really a 50-50 situation if you ask me. And that just really depends on my recent visits. This is where I overall just had a better experience at Drayton Manor last time. And now, just like Chessington, Drayton Manor is a small theme park resort where we got the zoo and we also got the theme park section. And yet again, the target group for Drayton Manor is mainly families, but their attractions are also awesome, just like Chessington. And Drayton Manor has just got new sit-down trains on their thrill coaster, the Wave, that features inversions. But the main attraction for me is Gold Rush, and this is overall just an awesome next generation mine train coaster made by Intamin, and this ride features some very special track elements. And this is where I think Drayton Manor beats Chessington in terms of the overall thrills and also flat ride collection, because Drayton Manor got some awesome flat rides you can experience. Now coming in at spot number 3, we got Pleasure Beach Resort. And yeah, Pleasure Beach Resort is formerly known as Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but it's still the same place. And I would overall describe this place as an amusement park. Pleasure Beach Resort is overall just home to many greater, bigger and more thrilling coasters and attractions compared to the other parks on this list. And you may think the biggest coaster in this park, called the Big One, is the best coaster, but it isn't really. No, that is Icon, the multi-launch roller coaster that is very compact. It features many twists and turns and airtime moments. And after a ride on Icon, you must try one of their old wooden roller coasters. Some of these date all the way back to the 1920s. And well, I must not forget the awesome and heavily immersive Valhalla log flume ride. And Pleasure Beach Resort really takes this list up a notch now, because this is where you can find some major roller coasters. But unfortunately, many of these rides are starting to get a bit outdated because their old wooden roller coasters are quite rough, and also some of their other coasters. Now coming in at spot number 2, we got Alton Towers. And Alton Towers overall really is an awesome theme park that features some of the best rides in the UK. And what I really like the most about this park is the theming, because many of these attractions really have a dark theme. This park can actually not build over 100 feet in height, and that is why you can't see most of the roller coasters when you go through the park. The main attraction in this park is the multi-looper called the Smiler, and this actually holds the record for the most inversions on the ride with a total of 14. And after that, you need to take a ride on the inverted coaster called Nemesis Reborn, because this one has just been refurbished. And Alton Towers is overall just home to many great roller coasters such as Wicker Man, you got 13, you got Rita, and so on. Alton Towers is mainly for teenagers and adults in my opinion, and this theme park could have been number 1. The main reason this park is at spot number 2 is the very poor ride availability. This park really has had a lot of problems in the recent years with rides being closed all the time. Now coming in at spot number 1, we got Thorpe Park. And Thorpe Park really is yet again another awesome theme park to visit in the UK. And Thorpe Park has recently opened the tallest coaster in the UK called Hyperia, and this ride is just bizarre yet yet awesome. And ironically enough, Hyperia also has a lot of problems. But now in terms of overall roller coaster collection, I think Thorpe Park is superior. Thorpe Park is overall just home to many great thrilling roller coasters, and many of these are operating all day long. And even though Thorpe Park doesn't really feature the most immersive theming, there's still a lot of theming to look at in this park, and that's enough for me. After a ride on Hyperia, you must check out the fastest acceleration on a roller coaster in the world on Stealth. And now just remember to check out the awesome inverted coaster in Nemesis Inferno. Thorpe Park is also home to the awesome wing coaster called the Swarm, and also the first horror themed roller coaster called Saw the Ride. And now we've finally gone through the whole list. Please let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my picks. And now if you really like roller coaster and theme park videos like these, please remember to hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. Now at the end of the day, I'm always gonna say bye bye.